Hello, everyone. Okay, so um, I decided to make a video about post files and how we load our post files. Your computer, if you're downloading this for Home Learning Edition, you may not have the correct post files. Some of the computers in our lab here at Thaddeus Stevens may not have the correct post files. So what I've done is I've actually added these to the portal, and they'll be added under most classes where you'll use your MasterCAM. So they'll be under CAD CAM, they'll be under milling classes, where CNC milling classes, CNC lathe classes. I'm going to have them under almost all the classes. That way you can kind of access them no matter what class you might be taking. So there is also a how to load post files here, and this will walk you through it. Feel free to use this. So this will walk you through it on paper, but I'm also going to make this video so that you can kind of, if you're more of a visual person, you can get this from the video. So the first step that you're going to do is you're going to click on your MasterCAM post files and download them. Once you've downloaded those should show up in your downloads folder. And right there it is. So first thing I'm going to do with this, I'm going to hit extract all. And I'm going to hit extract. So now I have this folder open. And now I can get to the two that I want. And these are the only two that we really need in there for the moment. The lathe posts will be in the lathe class. Okay, so now the question is, how do I add these to MasterCAM? All right, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of minimize this window a little bit, and I'm going to open up another Explorer file, or Explorer folder here. And this is where I'm going to go to my MasterCAM. So to get to the MasterCAM posts and machine definitions, we're going to click on C drive. We're then going to go to Users. I'm then going to go to Public Documents, and then whichever MasterCAM version I'm using at the time. You can see I have 3 on here. I am actually using 2021 on my computer. If you're using 2020, you're going to go and enter them in there. If you're using 2019, you're going to enter them in there. And they'll work for any of these. Yeah, they should work for any of these because I have them updated to 2021. So I'm just going to double click on 2021. And we're going to double click on CNC machines first. This is where all of your machine definitions and control definitions go. So let me click on the first one here. All right, so I have generic, and let me expand this. So here I can see that it has MCAM control file. So this is the file that it basically tells you how your control works. So the MCU, the machine control unit on the machine. So this is going to be for the Haas VF2 MCU. So I'm going to bring that in. Oops. Drag and drop it. Now it's going to ask me if I want to replace. Okay, this is where you're going to stop. So you're not going to do that. What I'm going to do, since I'm updating these, since I already have it in here, I'm always going to relabel my old ones old. I'm not deleting them out of there, and there's a reason for that. If I delete them out of there and something's wrong with these new ones, I no longer have them. Or if I overwrite them, I no longer have them. So I just label them as old, and I'm going to bring that control file in now, and now it'll pull this file instead of the ones that are labeled old. This next one, the MMD, this is the machine definition. This is what's defining how the axes work and things like that on the machine. So I'm just going to grab and drag that one in as well. They both go under CNC machines. This last file, this is the post file. So I'm going to hold off on that one, and I'm going to do my other 5-axis stuff as well. So I have these in here, and I'm just going to label these old, and I'm going to bring those both in as well. Okay, so now all I have is post files. The post file, or it would actually be .pst file, this does not go into the CNC machine. So we need to go back to our shared MasterCAM 2021 or whatever version you're using. And we need to go, in this case, we're going to go under whatever machine it is. So we're going to click on mill, since these are both mill files. And I'm going to click on posts. And you can see in here, I have a generic 3-axis mill, which I'm going to rename. If I can get it to click there. There we go. I'm just going to call that old. Okay. So this one, I don't have a copy for this one, so I'm just going to bring that one in. I'm not overwriting anything. That one's new. And then the VF2, I'm going to bring this one in. So there's my new one. Once you've loaded those all in, that's all there is to it. All you have to do then is go to your MasterCAM, open up MasterCAM, and we should be able to select that post. Sometimes this takes a couple minutes to start up here. So here we go. Now we're firing up. All right, machine, mill, and I'm going to go 3-axis mill. And there we go. And it has my new post. So that new post will now be updated, and it will spit out the code with the changes that I made to the post. That's all for now. If you have any questions about this, feel free to see me in my office hours or, of course, during class.